Hello, beautiful people. A sprinkle, 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 a sparkle, 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 a bunch of pizzazz, and all that jazz. Woo! All right, so yes, I'm gonna go back to doing my sprinkle, 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 a sparkle, 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 because, well, it makes me happy. It makes me feel good, and why not? Okay, so I did get inspired to go back to doing it because I was viewing some of my older ones, and as I was viewing them, I just I seen how much I enjoy doing this sprinkle, 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 sparkle, 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 and how it really does just I just well okay I don't walk around all day doing this sprinkle, 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 sparkle, sparkle, and this is the only time I do it, and I just like it, okay? All right, so I was looking for something specific. And during a December one that I have posted, I had rolled my eyes back where it was just like all white. And I don't know how to do that like on purpose. I know there's people out there that do. I'm just not one of them. And I remember asking my daughter, should I delete this one? It's just like a brief second, and so I didn't because I was like, I didn't because for me back then it's like I wanted to share what I shared with you guys, and I didn't want to have to go back and redo it, and because it's just so much because I don't do the editing stuff and all that, and so went ahead and left it. And now I'm thankful because what that shows is seizure activity going on in my brain. How do I know this? Well, it's taken me studying. I've taken some classes and my own I've done some studying and research. And so I know that you don't have to necessarily be having a seizure to have seizure activity going on in your brain. The proof was that video. I didn't know that. uh, I thought, okay, that's kind of odd. And at that time, I said to myself, that's like seizure activity stuff going on. But I didn't want to face this, my present time of what's going on now back then. So I didn't. I'm just like, I kind of just like said that to myself quietly, what have you, and I moved on. And now, here in March, I am now experiencing the seizure activity. The grand mal, which was 2.5 weeks ago, I think, and which I had not experienced since that I can remember. As I said before, like 2009, 2010. And now, for example, I was driving my daughter to school. I was like, it's a short distance. I feel safe. I feel confident that I can handle the short distance. Driving, and as I'm driving, I'm thinking, oh, I don't feel good. I don't feel right. Now, for us folks that drive, we do not realize how much stimulation is going through our eyes to our brain, and all that stimulation that we're having, we're seeing, it's a lot of activity that has to go on. When you see a car coming at you, well, that's your brain processing, okay, there's a car coming at me. I cannot turn left right now because there's a car coming at me. That's a bunch of activity that we are not even aware of. Because why? Because it just comes naturally to us. But apparently, when your brain and your neurons are so sensitive, as mine seem to be right now, I guess I can't handle it without, when I'm trying to process it all, I think that's where I start feeling, oh, I'm not feeling good right now. And I personally, though it's old because it used to be that way for me, like 5, 6 years ago, but it's new for me now, and it's a brand newness for me because it's so strong. The feeling comes so strong, and because I feel so strongly about me not wanting my kids to see me have that grand mal seizure, because that's scary, guys. If you know anything about grand mal seizures, it's terrifying to go through it, to experience it, then to have your kids see it. And I've been blessed thus far that they haven't had to experience that. And I'm wanting to do my best that they don't. And hello, I don't want to be on the road and possibly hit y'all. And so it's just better to stay off the road. But guys, you know, so yes, for me, you get that feeling, you get that kind of weird feeling, and that's all I can say for right now. So I'm driving, I'm just like, oh no, I don't feel good. Thank God I'm right by my mom's, like 5 minutes away. I pull in there, she's not there, and nobody can take her. So I'm 5 minutes away. I turn back. I tell my daughter, I'm not gonna be able to drive you. Get home, and thank God she did get to go to school, because my mom did come and get her here and take her. But these are freedoms that are new for me since 2016. And for me to give them up, for me to experience not having them anymore, it's difficult. It's hard, and it's so sad for me. So on the 26th, I go for the MRI, and we'll see what's going on. And if it's not a brain tumor, which I'm praying that it's not, but if it is, then I deal with it, just like I've been dealing with everything else in my life. And even if it's not, then we still need to find out what's going on, because this is not normal, okay? This is not normal. It's not how it's supposed to be. Anyway, and with saying that, and I feel like, I still feel really blessed, because right now, me being able to talk and me being able to move my hands and communicate, these are things I think we all at times take for granted. And as I mentioned to you guys before, I have an ice cream scoop of my left frontal lobe missing, and that does affect different things. And I'm thankful that it has not affected more than it already has. The different things that are subtle that I can tell, because it's me, but it's like I can move and that's one of the things they always tell you before when you go to get your surgery. Sign this so that way you can't sue us, just in case you find yourself paralyzed after this and you can't move your hand. And those are the things you have to sign when you go to get brain surgery. Or I'm thinking that they probably have you sign those papers, because I think I remember getting my molars out, and I think they made me sign that, because, well, just in case you can't smile afterwards. So I guess that's a normal practice for any kind of surgery. All right, guys. Oh, I wanted to share Carolyn Leaf with you guys, but my book's over there, and since I don't do that whole editing thing, I'm not gonna get up and walk and get it. But it did say something that I felt incredibly empowered by. It was day 100, and it said, your possibilities, what you experience, what you think about your possibilities, it can be a game changer if you don't let your circumstances get you down. And if you want more miracles in your life, it's about the way you think. Of course, I didn't say it that way. So if you happen to buy Carolyn Leaf and you read day 100, don't expect to read it like that, because that's Lydia's interpretation. However, my people, my beautiful people that take your time to view this, thank you, by the way. It is all about the way you perceive, the way you interpret. Now, definitely, let's just say, I go, they give me the report, you have a brain tumor. I do not want to live the rest of my days, whatever they give me, whatever they say the possibility is for me to still be here. I don't want to live it crying and being mopey, although I'm sure I will have my days of being crying and mopey, and that is okay. But I can tell you, I can tell you, I do not want to live the rest of my time being mopey and crying. No, I want to live it being a sprinkly, a sparkly, and filled with a bunch of pizzazz and all that jazz. That's me. Yes. So, goodbye, beautiful people. And I hope to God I did not bring any of you down. If anything, I want to bring you up, because that's my hope and my purpose, I feel like. Yes. All right, now I'm going to do something new because I haven't done this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys, if you like this sort of thing, it's seeming to become more of a Lydia documentary type thing, please subscribe. Please subscribe, and please give it a thumbs up of support and letting me know that you enjoyed it. Yeah, all right. And thank you for viewing Lydia's Insights. Once again, goodbye, beautiful people.